My name is Mads Poulsen. I'm the headmaster of Efterskoles International Efterskole, and I'm very honored to be here today. My presentation will be about our school and the exchange program that we have with the Odyssey schools in Seoul. Our school was founded in 1996. It has room for 120 students, and like the others, my colleagues, it's also founded on the thoughts of Grundtvig and Kold. We call ourselves an international Efterskole, and I will try explaining why. Our focus is the intercultural competences. And for us, it's very, very interesting that our students get a look, an insight, a view of different cultures, different places in the world. We also teach them high academic skills, and at least also togetherness is quite important for us. We have a different set of exchange programs. We have exchange programs with Japan, with China, India, Spain, France, and our newest partner is here in Korea. Students who want to be a part of a one-year stay in Efterskoles are often students that want to work with their academic skills in an international inspired environment. Our academic results are very good, but we also try to give our students a lot of personal skills and social skills. And the feedback that we get from our students and the parents are excellent. So I think we create whole students with a holistic thinking. Our student exchange program is combined with our academic subjects, such as global perspectives, global citizenships, Cambridge English, Cambridge Math, and we also give our students the chance to learn a new language. So our students have the chance of learning Japanese, Chinese, French, Spanish, and Korean. And actually this year I have 12 students trying to learn Korean. I asked them why, and most of them are girls. The answer was K-pop. Before we go on an exchange with our students, we try to prepare them for the culture that they will meet on their travels. It's quite important for us that our exchange program is a mutual exchange program. So that means we go to visit our partners all over the world, and we invite the partners to come to stay at our school and have homestays at our families. The feedback from our parents and our students are that it is a unique insight in different cultures. And the chance of sleeping in a Korean bed, talking with Korean students all night about young life, everyday life, family life, and school life in Korea is very, very important for our students. And I hope that the students from Korea has the same experience when they come to Denmark. I know that they had a very good stay. They were visiting us for the first time in February last year, January, and I think they enjoyed it quite a lot. We travel with 20 students and 2 teachers, and we always stay 10 days at our partners. 10 days is not a common figure. It's quite thought through, because 7 days it's kind of a vacation. 14 days is very, very tough because they get so much impressions from the partners. So 10 days is the number of days that is very much functioning for us. So that means also that for 60 days, our school have visitors from different countries, besides the international students at our school. These are the values that we build our school upon, and I think all the schools in Denmark, all the Efterskoles, can recognize the words. We have very much focus on learning, both individually but also in groups. And I think it's a very Danish way that the students teaching students, but also students teaching the teacher. It's a combination of academic teaching, preparing them for the exchange, and it's time spent with friends and with the staff. It's important for us that the students are open-minded for the cultural meeting, and the way we teach them will reflect this. So the students will have different activities like morning assembly with music, free time, that's in the top right corner, and the lower right corner, that's also teaching. It's one of our subjects called mindfulness. And this is the goal that we set for our students when they go on the exchange program. For us, it's quite important that they dare to stand on their own 2 feet in meeting new people, and that they get the skills to reflect on what they meet. I think it's very important that the students, when they meet different cultures, that instead of seeing the differences, they look for the similarities. How are we the same? What do they do in Korea that I do in Denmark also, besides dancing to K-pop music? Our exchange program in Korea is with the Odyssey School projects, and it's a very, very interesting exchange program for us. We stay here for 10 days. We are so fortunate that it's homestays, so our students have the chance of being a part of a Korean family for 10 days. It's one-on-one meeting. It's students paired with one Korean student, so they have the chance of asking a lot of questions. Also questions that you wouldn't ask if you were just together for 1 hour. So they can ask about everything, and we tell our guests when they come to Denmark, feel free to ask us any questions, and we mean any question that you would have. You can't teach this, you have to experience it. So we planned the exchange program to give them the insight. We will go on common trips when we come to Denmark and when we come to Korea, but we will also visit each other's schools and participate in teaching. It's not only the culture that they visit, but it's also their own culture that they are curious about. These are some of the things that I think a student at Ejsbjerghus gets out of a year at Ejsbjerghus. We know we give them very high skills in English. Our students are skilled when they attend the school, but we give them a chance to give them a bigger vocabulary in English. Not only the academic vocabulary, but also words that you wouldn't use in the classroom and you wouldn't use in a microphone. It's quite important for our students that they have everyday English. Most of our students will afterward choose to go to an academic education. But they go to these educations with sense of belonging in a togetherness, with the sense of having skills they need to be curious about the world. A lot of our students will, for a period of time, stay abroad. They will study in different countries. They will live in different countries. They will marry different persons from different countries. And they will perhaps live their everyday life in another country than Denmark. We're very proud of our former students, and we consider them family. And when the students come to visit our school, we always give us time to welcome them, have a cup of coffee, and talk about the old days, but also to let them tell us where they are now in their life. For us, academic, social, and personal development goes hand in hand. We cannot function without working with all 3 parts. So if you go to Ejsbjerghus Efterskole, you will have to be interested in learning not only academic skills, but also be interested in working with yourself as a person and how you function in a group. hygge is also, together with happiness, a good word from Denmark. And I know that there have been written many Danish books about hygge. Hygge is when you come together and you have this nice feeling in your stomach and you don't want to go. Efterskole is all about belonging, having hygge, not only after the academic teaching, it's also a part of the academic teaching. Like my colleagues said, teaching goes on 24 hours a day. Even when they go to sleep in their own rooms, they will sleep together with people they haven't met before, and they will have to talk about what their interests are, and why they snore, or why they have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, or why they throw their things on the floor, or any question they have. So being together in a room for 220 days during a period of a year, and having guests staying in the same room gives you the competence to reflect on your own life. So we tell our students we have friends all over the world, and a lot of our students also afterwards use this network of friends all over the world to visit the world. The picture is from our visit here in Korea in May. I was here with 6 girls on a pre-visit for our exchange program. I haven't put any videos in, but if you'd like to see more about our school, this is a picture of the building of our school. You can go to our website, our Facebook or our Instagram, and you can see a lot of everyday life pictures. Because yes, there are a lot of academic stories about Efterskole, but I think you have to see the pictures. You have to see the stories. You have to be a part of it. So feel free to come to Denmark, visit us, and we always take the time to invite guests into our school. Thank you very much for the attention.